Welcome back to the Leveled Up Living podcast. I'm your host, Julia, and today we're diving into a topic that completely changed the way I looked at personal growth and also just mindset in general, neuroplasticity, which is just a fancy word for the brain's ability to rewire itself. So here's the exciting part. You're not stuck with the thoughts, habits, or the beliefs that you've been carrying around. Your brain is constantly adapting and constantly reshaping itself based on what you feed it. And once you understand how that works, you unlock the power to change your mindset, your patterns, and ultimately your life. So today, I'm breaking this down in a simple 3-step process that you can start using to rewire your brain. So let's get into it. So, what exactly is neuroplasticity? Think of it like this. Your brain is not hardwired. It's not fixed. It's more like Play-Doh. It shapes and reshapes itself depending on what you repeatedly say, think, and do. Every time you repeat a thought or an action, you're essentially carving a trail into your brain. Imagine walking through tall grass. If you keep walking the same path, it becomes easier to walk that trail the next time. That's essentially what's happening with your thoughts and habits inside your brain. So if you're constantly thinking things like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never figure this out, you're strengthening that trail. But here's the flip side. You can actually create new trails. You can literally build new neural pathways that support beliefs like I'm capable, I'm resilient, money always comes my way, I'm successful at whatever I do. That's why this matters. You're not a prisoner of your old stories or your old patterns or your old life. Your brain is wired to change. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, so if my brain is so adaptable, why do I feel like I keep falling back into the same patterns? Here's why. Your brain loves efficiency. It doesn't want to waste any energy, so it defaults to the strongest, most familiar pathways, those old thought loops that you've been running on for years. That's why even when you try new affirmations or you make the vision boards, you sometimes feel like there's nothing shifting. The honest truth is, it's not enough to just want new results. You have to train your brain consistently, like going to the gym. Neuroplasticity is a muscle and it responds to repetition and emotion. So when you repeat new thoughts with real feelings behind them, you strengthen those new neural pathways until they become the default. That is the secret that most people miss. All right, here's the simple 3-step process that you can start implementing today. So the first step is awareness. You cannot change what you don't notice. Start by catching your default thoughts. Maybe it's something like, I'll never stick to this habit, or I'm not cut out for success. Write them down and acknowledge them. Awareness is the first step in disrupting the old pathway. Step 2, replace with intention. So if the old limiting belief is I always procrastinate, replace it with I always prioritize taking action on my tasks. Notice how I didn't say I never procrastinate? And this is because affirmations that include never or don't are typically ineffective because the subconscious mind cannot process negative commands correctly. So instead of getting rid of the negative part of it, your brain actually focuses on it even more, reinforcing the very thought or behavior that you're wanting to change. For affirmations to be successful, they need to be phrased as positive present tense statements. Step 3, reinforce with emotion and repetition. This is the juiciest part of the process. Repeat your new belief daily. Say it out loud, write it in your journal, put it on a sticky note, visualize it, and don't just repeat it. Feel it. There's a big difference between just repeating words and actually feeling the emotion behind the words. Your brain wires faster when the emotion is attached. Think excitement, happiness, joy, pride, confidence. The more you repeat and feel it, the stronger that new neural pathway becomes. Eventually, it will override the old one, and that's when you start living out the new story limitlessly. This is your reminder your brain is not set in stone. It's not just the way that you are. You have the power to rewire it. Neuroplasticity means you can literally train your brain for effortless success, abundance, financial freedom, whatever it is you're calling in. And yes, it takes intention and consistency, but it's absolutely possible for anybody. Every thought that you choose is either reinforcing your old patterns or creating a new future. So let me just ask you this question. Which one are you going to choose today? And if you're listening to this thinking, okay, I'm ready to stop feeling stuck in these old loops and actually rewire my brain for my next level, this is exactly what I help my clients do inside my one-on-one VIP coaching. We go deep into uncovering your old stories, rewiring your subconscious beliefs, and creating a mindset that matches the life you actually want to live. So if you're ready to finally break free and create lasting change, then apply today. I'll have the link in the show notes. All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And remember, your brain is capable of rewiring at any moment. You just have to give it the direction you want it to go in. I will catch you in next week's episode. I love you so, so much. Forehead kiss. Mwah! Bye, babes.